Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to a new lesson, a new live stream in which we will be covering the fundamentals of reading and writing. Inshallah ta'ala, this will be a very beneficial lesson. In the previous lessons, we discussed the shapes of the letters, the names of the letters, the shapes in isolated form, the shape in connected form. We discussed the vowels, short, long, soft, all these vowels we discussed, and also we are discussed tanween, at-tanween. These things we already discussed, guys, and if you missed one of these sessions, make sure that you go to our YouTube channel, Lingorabia, and go to the playlist and rewatch everything. So inshallah ta'ala, you are up to date with our lessons. After covering at-tanween, there are certain things that we should discuss inshallah ta'ala. So let's get into it. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala ahlihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Yes, guys, jazakumullahu khairan, barakallahu fikum. Make sure, guys, that you like the stream, okay? On TikTok, also on YouTube. If you rewatch this, make sure that you like and leave a comment, subscribe to all the channels, guys, but especially in the beginning, make sure that you push this live, inshallah, so more people will get the benefit of it. Okay, let me see. The first goal of TikTok, inshallah ta'ala, is 10k likes, guys. Okay, so try to hit it as soon as possible. Barakallahu fikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, brothers and sisters, welcome. Thank you for the kind words. I welcome you all, inshallah ta'ala. Yes. Welcome, Ahmed. Welcome, Elephant Shape. Yes, I like the name, Mr. Lingo. Okay, guys. Let's start, inshallah. So, we discussed, guys, that the tanween, the concept of tanween, this is the subject of this lesson, okay? So, Bismillah, let's get into it. The tanween is basically a non-vowel noon that you pronounce at the ending of a word. Okay, so for example, you say kitabun or kitaban or kitabin. You hear it in all these circumstances that I pronounced a non-vowel noon at the end. And this happens with indefinite words in the Arabic language, and the majority of indefinite words, you will have a non-vowel noon at the end. Now, this non-vowel noon at the end that we pronounce, we don't write this in the Arabic script, okay? Instead, what do? We double the vowel, okay? So you will get, for example, what we have here, 2 fathas, for example, okay? So instead of writing a noon here like this, okay, and with 1 fatha only, okay, instead of 1 fatha and noon, non-vowel noon, what do? We remove the noon and we double the haraka, okay, we add 1 other haraka, okay. So the first haraka, this one, is the haraka of this is the vowel of the letter, and the second is the indicator that there is a noon, a non-vowel noon in pronunciation, guys, okay. So this is how you should see it. And this is a revision from the previous lessons, guys. This is a revision from the previous lessons. Now, when it comes to this lesson, we are going to discuss this alif, guys. We are going to discuss this alif. But in the meanwhile, guys, make sure that you push it. Push the live stream, inshallah ta'ala, on TikTok. And also send the link of our YouTube stream to others, guys. Make sure that you to bring the news to everybody, guys, okay? Bring the news to everybody that I'm online and that I'm teaching the fundamentals of writing, so more people will tune in, so the benefit will be greater, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, guys, so now as you guys have noticed, okay, what we see here, we see an extra alif. Now if you have a look at the other situation, the situation with tanween with the kasra, okay? So let's have a look at that first to give you a summary. Look, here, do you see, guys? With the kasra, tanween al-kasr, we see only two kasras. Okay, so we see here two kasras. We see here two dhammas, okay, or this shape with the dhammas, okay? But we don't see a alif. Here, with tanween al-fath, we see this, and we see also this alif. Okay? And I told you guys, you have to ignore it for now. We are going to discuss this, okay? And sometimes I explained it to some of you, but the point is that this is not, we didn't cover this, okay, yet. I mentioned a little bit here and there, okay, with the practice lessons where we did practice, etc. But with this series, we didn't really focus on it. So you see that there is an alif there, okay? So this alif, guys, this has a purpose, okay? This alif has a purpose. Now the purpose of this alif is that when you have a full stop, guys, when you have a full stop, you do what? You drop the tanween, okay? And you read the alif. You read the alif, okay? So in the first situation, you say suqan, suqan. Now I pronounce the non-vowel noon. But in the second situation, guys, you drop this and you say suqa, okay? Suqa. And when is this? When this is the last word of the sentence, okay? Or when we have a stop, then you pronounce the alif instead of the tanween, okay? You don't pronounce the noon at the end. You don't say suqan. You see, you don't say n at the end. You say suqa. There is no noon whatsoever in the pronunciation, okay, when I stop. And you will see this a lot in the Quran and also in Arabic books, okay? You will see this a lot. And so this is the purpose of this alif. Is this clear, guys? Give me a 1 in the chat if this is clear for you guys. Give me a 1 in the chat if this is clear. Barakallahu feekum. Yes, all clear. Okay, nice. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So the alif, basically, you read it when there is a stop. Okay, you drop the tanween. And if it is in the middle of the word of the sentence, this word with tanween and the alif, then you do the other way around. You drop the alif and you read the tanween. Okay, so you choose between these two. You either read the tanween or you read the alif. Okay, depending on where the word, we can find the word in the sentence. If it is in the middle of sentence, we read the tanween. Okay, we say at the end, okay, suqan. Okay, but if it is at the end, then what do? We drop the tanween and we read the alif. Okay, so suqa. Yes, guys. Ameen ya Rab. Ameen, ameen, ameen for your dua. Ameen for your dua. Jazakum Allahu khairan. Barakallahu feekum. Ameen ya Rab. Ameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us strength and help us, inshallah ta'ala. Barakallahu feekum. Okay, guys. So now, what we will be doing in this exercise. This exercise is actually a challenge, guys. Okay, this exercise is actually a challenge. Okay, this is a challenge. This is doesn't belong to the exercises. It's a challenge. So after every lesson, we have challenges included in this book. Okay, and this book, guys, you know, this is Lingorabia's ultimate guide to reading and writing. Okay, this is my own craft. This is a book that I've written, and it is related to what? To reading and writing. Okay, so I have seen some flaws and all the methods. It's, first of all, not written for you guys. Second of all, it's written for ages ago, so it needs some updating. So that's what I've done, and I included challenges in every chapter. Now the challenge of this lesson is to read these words, okay, but read them with like they are the last word of the sentence. So in this exercise, what do? instead of reading the tanween, we drop the tanween and we read the alif. Okay? And these are also the words of Quran Al-Karim. Okay, so these are words from the Quran. Okay? So let's get started, guys. Let's get started. Guys, the book is not published. Okay? The book is not published. It will be available for students at the Lingorabia Academy. Once we launch our 2 beautiful programs after Ramadan, it will be available for them. But a lot of people are asking, so maybe I consider publishing it, guys. Okay, but now let's read this together, guys. Let's read this together. So we got here. This part is important. Okay, so but before we got the kaf and the fatha and the ya, so it is kay, and then we got the dal and the fatha, guys. The dal and the fatha. Okay, and this one you ignore. Okay, you have to ignore that one. Okay, so you don't read the tanween. Okay, so you read only one fatha, kayda, and then you prolong it with the alif. So it will become, what will it become, guys? Kayda, yes, kayda. Now this is the challenge, okay? This is the challenge. We don't read the tanween. We don't read the tanween. We read as there is only one fatha, okay? So we don't read the tanween. We read as there is only one fatha. So we read kayda. Okay, next one. Why do you ignore the fatha? Now the fatha, guys, ignore one fatha. Why? Because in this challenge, we are acting like we are stopping here. Okay, when you stop, you ignore the tanween. Okay, so you don't read dabahan, you ignore the n at the end, and what do? You read this alif. Okay, guys, so how do we read this? Dabaha. We don't say, when we stop, we don't say dabahan. Okay, we say dabaha. Okay, guys, so make sure that you pronounce this correctly. Barakallahu fikum. Okay, next one. How do you read this one? How do you read this one? So you got the qaf and the dal, qade, and then how do you read this when you stop? Yes, guys, qade, ha. You don't say, when you stop on this word, qade, han. Okay? You say qade, ha. That's how you read this when there is a full stop. Okay, the next one. The next word. Okay, how do we read this one? Ameen ya Rab. Barakallahu fikum. Talal says, good job, guys. Keep going to everyone who is trying, and may God bless this amazing Thank you so much. Habibi, thank you. Thank you so much. Barakallahu feek. Yeah, so this, guys, this is an indicator, which means that this is a non-vowel letter, guys. Okay? This means that this is a non-vowel letter. So how do we read this, guys? We go here. قد ba. Correct. That's right. قد ba. Yes, guys. قد ba. Okay, the next one. How do we read this one, guys? How do we read this one? In the beginning, you have the noon and the fatha and the kha. You say nakh, and then lam alif. How do we read this? Nakh la. Yes, correct, guys. Nakh la. What's the difference between the dad and the ha for pronunciation? Guys, the ha comes from the throat, okay? From the throat area. And the dad is produced by pushing your tongue up and towards the sides. It's a total different letter, totally different characteristics. I mean, guys, thank you. I appreciate really your kind words, guys. I'm missing some comments, but I really appreciate your positivity, guys. Nakhla, nakhla. You see? So when you stop, guys, when there is a stop, this is the challenge, guys. This is what the challenge is about. When you have here full stop, okay, what do? You read the alif, nakhla, and you ignore the tanween. Okay, you say nakhla, you don't say nakhlan. Okay, so this is how you read this. Okay, next one. Okay, and the next one now. So you got the ghain with the dhamma, guys, and the lam together. You read it together, ghul. And here with the ba, you ignore this one. Okay, so you ignore the tanween. Ahsantum, ahsantum, very good. Okay, so you say the ghain and the lam, you read it together, ghul, and the ba, you read it with the fatha, ba, and you extend the alif, ba, ghul, ba. You don't say ghul ban. You don't say ghul ban. You say ghul ba. Why not? Because we are reading as this is the last word. Okay, we're reading as this is the last word of the sentence. Okay. So the tanween and the alif, the relationship between the tanween and alif. If we would say here, guys, if we would say غُلْبًا, then you drop the alif. You say غُلْبًا, you drop the alif, and that's correct in the middle of the sentence. Okay, but at the end, what do? You drop this, the tanween, and you read the alif. You read the alif. So you say غُلْبًا. Okay, and that's the purpose of the alif with tanween al-fath. Okay, guys? That's the purpose of the alif. Okay, let's go to another one. I want to make sure that you understand this before we go to that one. So if it wasn't the end, would it be with n? Yes, Mona. Yes. Yes. So this is a challenge in which we do what? We read as these words are at the end of the sentence. Okay, so we read this as this is the end of the sentence, guys. Okay, there is a full stop there. Okay, that's how we read this. Okay, guys, so let's start. Okay, again, we got here. Let me see if I have some. Okay, let's do this one. Easier. Okay, let's go for easy one. So you got here ha. How do you read this? Aha. Do you say ahadan if it is full stop or ahada? Which one do you choose, guys? Which one? Which one do you choose if it is a full stop? You say aha. وجزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله فيكم, all of you. Welcome, brothers and sisters. All of the brothers and sisters who joined. Welcome all of you to Lingorabia, where we help you improve your Arabic and your Quran. Okay, that's the goal of Lingorabia, guys. Welcome. Ahada. Ahada. So, if there is a full stop, guys, we read this as ahada. Ahada. If there is a full stop, okay? But if this is in the middle of sentence, we read ahadan. Ahadan. Okay? So we are talking about what, guys? How? Why is this alif here? Okay, we talk always about students asking always, why is why do we have an alif with two fathas, with tanween al-fath? Why there is an alif there? It has a purpose. The purpose is when you stop, guys, what do? You pronounce the alif and then you drop the tanween. So you either pronounce the tanween or you pronounce the alif, depending on where the word is positioned in a sentence. If it is positioned in the middle of the sentence and you carry on with reading, then you read the tanween. If it is positioned at the end, what do? You read the alif and you drop the tanween. Okay, so this would be ahada. Okay, now next one. If there is a full stop here, how do we read this one, guys? This pronunciation at the end of the ayah or the end of the sentence? Both, Melissa. Melissa, both, because the Quran is in Arabic, and what's applicable in the Quran is also applicable also in the Arabic language. Okay, so this is also applicable in the Arabic language. When you say if there is a stop, does that mean last word of the ayah? Yes, last word of the ayah, Saif. Or you want to take a stop within the ayah. Okay, if the ayah is very big, you want to stop somewhere, and this is the last word, then also this rule is applicable, guys. Okay, with a full stop or a pause. Yes, K, there are other words, and we will, inshallah ta'ala, that's the next challenge, okay? So this is the first one. Yes, guys, correct. Rasada. Okay, if you have full stop, you read the alif. Rasada. Okay, next one. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one. If there is a full stop. Okay, that's the challenge, guys. If there is a full stop, how do you read this? Guys? Brothers and sisters, if you didn't follow the channel yet, make sure that you follow the channel, okay? Follow the channel, hit the notification. Follow us also elsewhere, guys, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, okay? Help us grow a little bit, barakallahu fikum. And you can rewatch these sessions, guys, on YouTube. This is being recorded, okay, on YouTube. If you go to Lingorabia, there is a playlist of the previous sessions. So this is being recorded, guys. If you want to revisit it, it's possible. It's totally possible, guys. Yes, so if this is a full stop, guys, what do you do then? Then you read da. Okay, if you read this, okay, with a full stop, guys, if there is a full stop there, you read this word as da. You don't say dan. You don't read the n. So what do you do basically? You ignore this, guys. You ignore the tanween. You don't pronounce the n at the end. The n is only meant in the middle of the sentence. So when this word is positioned in the middle of sentence, then you say in. Okay, then you say adadan. But other than that, what do? You say adada. Okay, that's when this is the last word, okay, which you pronounce. Okay, let's do this one. A bit more complex, guys. Okay, a more complicated word. Okay, so you got here Hamza and the Fatha and the Fa. You read this as F. You read the Waw with the Fatha and the Alif as Wa. F, Wa. Okay, but now comes the important part, this one. So if this is a full stop, how would you read it? If this would be a full stop. Yes, guys, correct. Afwa ja. Guys, you read the alif here. You drop the tanween, okay? So you say afwaja, okay? And you make the alif, the two alifs here, guys, should be identical in length here, okay? So you say afwaja. Okay, next one, guys, next one. If this would be a full stop, how do you read this? First of all, Hamza with the Fatha and the Zay. You say as. Then you got again the Waw and the Fatha and the Alif. Wa. As, wa. But how would you read this one, the end? How would you read this one, guys? As, wa, and then, how would you read it? As, wa, and then, ja. You drop the tanween and you pronounce the alif. Phenomenal work, guys, in the chat. Very good. Okay, so you read azwaja. Okay, that's how you read this, guys. That's how you read this. Okay, very important, guys, for reading, for correct reading, very important. Okay, next one. Okay, now we have this one. If there is a full stop, what do? You read first the Hamza and the Fatha and the Ta, at, then the Ra and the Fatha and the Alif, at, ra, and at the end. What do you do? Yes, tabarakallah. Very good, guys. You drop the tanween and you read ba, at, ra, ba, at, ra, ba. You see the two alifs here should be identical, okay? Because both are alif. You cannot make one shorter than the other one. Okay? So they're identical. Okay, let's go, guys. Okay, so this is these one. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, if we would have here a full stop, how would you read this, guys? So you got the mim, ma, the fa, and the fatha and the alif, ma fa, and then you got the zay with the tanween. If we would stop, how would we read this, guys? How would we read this? Yes, correct. We drop the tanween, guys. We drop the tanween, and we read the zay with the fatha and the alif. So we read za, mafaza, mafaza. Very good. Good job, guys. MashaAllah. Well done. Well done. The brothers and sisters who didn't follow yet, follow the channel, guys. Follow the channel. Follow and make sure that you hit the notification bell. And follow us also on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook. Follow us everywhere. Make us grow, guys. Help us out. Okay, barakallahu fikum. Okay, the next one. The next one, guys. The next one. We got here the mim and the alif, ma. Then we got here the hamza with the fatha and the alif, guys. This is how you write this. Okay, the hamza is written like this sometimes. So this is ma, ma. Then you got the ba and the tanween. How do we read this if there is a full stop? How would we read this if there was a full stop? How would we read this? Let's see. YouTube channel Lingorabia, guys. The name is Lingorabia everywhere, okay? Yes, guys. You drop the case and the tanween. You drop the tanween. So you don't say ma'aban. You say ma'aba. You pronounce the alif. You pronounce the alif, guys. You say ma'aba. You pronounce this alif at the end. Okay, now you guys know, okay, what the purpose of this alif is, because a lot of students are always asking me, what is this alif? What is this alif? How do we read this? How do we read this? What is this exactly? And this is something that is problematic for a lot, so we added a challenge here for you guys. Now the next one, we got the mim and the fatha, ma, the ayn with the fatha prolonged by the alif here. Okay, so you got here ma'a, and then we got the sheen with tanween al-fath, with two fathas, the sheen with two fathas. How would we read this if there was a stop here? Okay, how guys? So you say ma'a and you do what? You drop the case ending and you read the sheen or the fatha prolonged by the alif. Ma'asha. Okay? Ma'asha. Yes, guys, this is how you read this. Okay? If it is at the end. If it is at the end of the speech. If it is at the end of the ayah. Okay? Both applicable. In the Quran, this is a rule in the Quran. Okay? And this is also a rule in what? In the Arabic language. Okay? Let's go. Next one. Next one, guys. You got here the ha. The ha with the kasra. He. Okay. Then you got the sin with the fatha and the alif. Hisa. And then you got the ba with the tanween. Tanween al-fath. Okay. So normally you would say hisaban. But now we read as we act like this is the last word. Okay. Of the ayah. Okay, so we stop here. So what do? We say Hisa, we drop this one and we say hisaba, hisaba. Why do we do this? Because this is the last word pronounced. Okay, this is the rule, guys. So you write down a alif at with the tanween al fath. Okay, you write down a alif. This alif, you have to read it only if you end with this word. Then you read the alif and you drop the tanween. And you dropped it and you read the tanween and drop the alif in pronunciation when the word is positioned in the middle of the word. Okay? So that's the rule, guys. So if the word is positioned in the middle of the word, what do? Then you pronounce the tanween, the n at the end. You say hisaban. You would say hisaban. But if it is at the end, it's positioned and it is the last word of the sentence, then you pronounce the alif and you ignore the tanween. You ignore the tanween, the n sound at the end. Okay? وَجَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا وَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ فِيكُم. All of you. Thank you for the kind words, guys. And thank you also for the shares and for the likes. Okay? Barakallahu fikum. Make sure, guys, to follow us everywhere on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. Help us out to grow on TikTok. Hit also the notification. Do all these things, guys. Barakallahu fikum. And also, guys, if you want to join our student community, there is a link what I put out there, guys. There is a link here. I put out a link. That's also, you can find it in my bio. You can go, inshallah ta'ala, download Discord. Okay, when you go and open this link, you will see an invite to Discord, to our student community. You can go, inshallah ta'ala, and download Discord and join us there. Okay, there are over 200 students there. And it's a community for like-minded people with the same interest about the Quran, about the Arabic language. So, inshallah ta'ala, join us there. And also, if you are interested in our 2 years programs, we will launch two years programs after Ramadan, inshallah ta'ala. The first one is regarding the Arabic language, in which you become fluent within 2 years. You will become fluent in the Arabic language. Okay, so imagine after 2 years you're fluent, you can speak, you can understand, you got enough vocabulary, highly focused on vocabulary, guys, and on speaking. Okay, weekly live sessions in which you will be speaking, inshallah ta'ala. So this is one program. Other program is the Quran Mastery program, in which you become master in recitation within 2 years. Okay, so imagine you achieve one of these. Okay, so these are beautiful, life-changing programs. If you're interested, guys, the launch is not yet, didn't start yet, but you can go to my bio. There is a link there, and you can, inshallah ta'ala, click on the link, and you will see pre-registration form. Okay. So if you want to be notified first before others, then fill out the form, inshallah ta'ala, so you will be updated. Okay, as soon as we enter, inshallah ta'ala, the phase in which you can, which we approach the students, you will get notified first. It's not an application form. It's just for you to say, notify me whenever you start. Okay, so if you're interested in those, guys, go and fill out the form. The truly beautiful programs that are very rare, guys. Okay, Jazakumullah khairan. It is, Fatma says, is it hifd? She asked, is it hifd? Guys, the program is not a hifd program. It is a recitation program. You become master of recitation. Okay? What we are doing, guys, in our community nowadays, we are going hifd, memorization. And unfortunately, a lot of brothers and sisters, they memorized and they have a lot of mistakes. Even I'm amazed sometimes when I visit mosques, I see that people are reciting the Quran and they are hufad, but they have all mistakes. So the logical approach will be, guys, the logical approach would be to first master recitation. Okay? First, master recitation. Once you're able to read and your makharij are clear and everything is all right and you are reading correct, then you go and you start the memorization. Okay, and this method is done a lot in Levant. Okay, this is the method of Levant, and this is what we will be doing, inshallah ta'ala. Yes, so you will read the Quran within these 2 years, guys. You will read it after these 2 years as it was revealed. Okay, you don't memorize it with problems. We don't want that. We have enough people who memorize the Quran with a lot of mistakes. We don't want that. Okay, guys. So that's a thing. Another thing, if you are interested in the Arabic language, that's also possible. Beautiful program, guys. It's all online. It's all online tuition. Yes, the lessons are all online, guys. Okay, let's go back, inshallah ta'ala. Let's go back to our lesson. Okay, so let's go to this one, guys. So we got here حسابا, and the next one, the kha and the kasra, khi, the ta and the fatha and the alif, khita, and then we got the ba with the fatha. What do? We ignore the tanween, so we don't say khitaban, we ignore it, and we pronounce the alif. So we say khitaba. Okay, that's how you read this, guys. Khitaba. Okay, the next one, guys. We got here the dal, d, and the ha and the fatha and the alif, diha. Then we got the qaf, guys, the qaf with tanween. So how would we read this, guys? How would we read this? How would we read this? How would we read this? Yes, you are correct, guys. You have to drop this, okay? So you don't say you don't say dihaqan, because you stop. You say dihaqa. Okay, this is how you read. Okay, dihaqa. This is how you read, guys. Okay, the next one. Guys. We got the ta, guys. We got the ta and the dhamma. To the ra and the fatha and the alif. To ra. And then we got the ba with the tanween. How do we read this if there is a stop here? Halimat, yes, you are correct. If you don't stop, then you read the tanween. Yes, then you read the tanween. But we read here now as we are ending the sentence with this. So you drop the tanween, you say turaba, ba. You don't say ban. Why? Because this we are doing in this exercise, we are acting as this is the last word of the sentence. Okay? So then you read the alif and you drop the tanween. Okay, the next one, guys. The next one. You got here the sin, su, the ba and the fatha and the alif, suba, and then you got the ta and tanween. How do we read this? If this is the last word that you're reading, how do you read this? Yes, guys, indeed, you drop the case ending, guys. You drop the case ending and you do what? You read the alif. So you say subata. Correct, guys. You are correct. Okay, next one. You got the fa and the dhamma, fu, and then the ra with the fatha and the alif, fura, and then you got the ta with the tanween al-fath. Okay, normally you would pronounce it furatan, but now we act as this is the last word of the sentence. So what do? You drop the case ending, one case ending, you drop the noon, you say furata. Why you don't read furatan? Because furatan is if it is positioned in the middle of the sentence, and in this exercise we are reading as this is the last word. Okay, so if this word is positioned in the middle of a sentence or a ayah, what do? In the middle of a sentence, let's say in the middle of a sentence, then you pronounce it furatan. Okay, if you end with it, you pronounce it as furata. Okay, so keep this in mind, guys. Keep this in mind. Okay, next one. Next one, guys. Next one. So you got here the qaf with the fatha, qa, the lam with the kasra prolonged by the ya, qali, qali, and then at the end you got lam alif. So how would you read this? How would you read this? How would you read this, guys? If you stop on it, would it stop? That's what we are doing here. Valon is there again. Yes, guys. Correct. So you say qalila, la. You drop the n sound. You say qalila. You don't pronounce the n at the end. Why? Because we are acting like this is the last word that we pronounce. Okay? The next one, guys. You got the tha with the fatha, tha. The qaf with the kasra prolonged by the ya, thaqi, and then you got lam alif. So how would we pronounce this if this would be the last word of the sentence? Okay? How do we pronounce this? How do you pronounce this? You say thaqi la. Yes, guys. Correct. You read thaqila, thaqila. That's how you read when you stop on it. That's how you read when you stop on it. Okay, the next one. You got the hamza with the fatha, a, the lam with the kasra and the ya, ali, ali, and then you got the mim and tanween al-fath. Now, if you read this as the last word, how do you read this, guys? If this is the last word, how do you read this? You say ali, ali. Yes, you drop the tanween. You read one fatha and you prolong it by the alif. So you say alima, alima. Well done, chat. Chat, you're doing phenomenal work. Okay, you're getting it. You're getting it. Only some mistakes from brothers and sisters who come in, who just come in, who are new, who didn't hear the explanation. They make a mistake. But other than that, most of you doing phenomenal job, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, next one. So you got here the ta and the fatha. You are all welcome, guys. I see amazing comments. You are all welcome. You are yourself amazing, and that's why you see good in other things and other people, and I'm glad you are loving it. Wafikum barakallah. So you read here, guys, tar. Okay, you read the ta and the fatha and the ra, tar. And then the ta with the kasra and the ya, you read it after, tarti. But if we have a full stop, if we stop on this word, how would we read this? How would we read this, guys? So we say tarti. How would we read this? Tarti la. Tarti la. Okay, yes, guys, yes. Bilal asks, do you do one-on-one lessons? Guys, what I'm doing, okay, the activities, my activities at the moment, okay, I have two things that I do, okay. First thing is I want to reach as much as possible people with what? With reading and writing, okay. I think this is very important for you guys. I think that everybody should know. This is obviously necessary knowledge. Everybody should know this. Everybody has either done it earlier, so you either have done this and you understand this, or you have to do it. Okay, this is basic for a Muslim. This is a basic thing. So I will have live streams and a lot of content related to this to help you guys out. Okay, with the basics, with the fundamentals. That's one activity. Other activity, guys, is I will have, inshallah ta'ala, courses which are life changing. Okay, courses which have effect. Okay, and in a positive manner, effect on people. Okay, so these courses I will launch, inshallah ta'ala, after the Ramadan. After Ramadan, we will have two beautiful courses. One, the Arabic mastery program, in which you will become fluent within 2 years. Live sessions, a beautiful program, guys. Live sessions, multiple, included weekly. Okay, and you will have interaction with teachers, with great teachers. You will have interaction with myself as a coach, also as a teacher. So we will have a beautiful program, okay, with me as the head teacher and assistant teachers as well, to accommodate you guys. And make sure that you improve your speaking and you get the right vocabulary. So this is one program. Other program is the Quran program, inshallah ta'ala, the Quran mastery program, in which your recitation will become perfect, inshallah ta'ala, within 2 years. Okay, so you will read the Quran as it was revealed. So this is inshallah ta'ala after the Ramadan. Okay, but if you're interested in this, the launch didn't happen. Go to my bio, guys. Click on the link on my bio. You will see information about the TikTok lessons, these ones. You will find an invite to Discord. Okay, you can join us there as well. But you got also a pre-registration form there. You can pre-register for the course. This means that you will get notified first once we start sending out applications. Okay, you will get the details and you will get approached first. Okay, so if you are interested in a life-changing program and you want to really self-improve, you want to improve yourself as a Muslim, then this is a beautiful program for you, and you can, inshallah ta'ala, go there. And the one-on-one sessions, guys, are integrated in the Quran program. So you will have a multiple one-on-one sessions with certified teachers. So Bilal, that's answer of your question. I don't do separate one-on-one, but I have a program in which one-on-one is integrated. Okay, guys? The details about the course, guys, the days, when it will be exactly, the pricing, everything, this will be, inshallah ta'ala, communicated to people once we start the registration phase. Then the people who have signed up for pre-registration, they will get contacted, inshallah ta'ala. Yes, so guys, you either go to my to my bio, there is a link there, and you will find there a form. If you click on the Linktree link, then you will see there pre-registration. You click on this and you fill out the form, a very simple form. Okay, and that's one method. If you have trouble with this, you can send me also a private message, guys. You can send me also a private message. Barakallahu feekum. Okay, guys, let's continue. Let's continue, inshallah ta'ala. Let's continue. Okay, so next one, guys. So you got here the ta and the ba, tab, and you got the ta and the kasra and the ya, ti, tab, ti. And if we read this as a full stop, okay, Alexis, as a full stop, okay, this is the last word that you read. How do you read this? Irish Pride says tabati la. Yes, guys, you read tabati la. If this is the last word, you don't pronounce the n at the end. You don't pronounce the n at the end. So you don't say tabati lan. Okay, guys? So you say tabati la. That's how you pronounce it. That's how you pronounce it. And then the next one, you got the ta and the fatha and the kaf. You say tak, and then the ba and the kasra and the ya, bi, tak, bi. And if there is a full stop, how do you read this, guys? How do you read if there is a full stop? If there is a full stop, how do you read this, guys? Tak, bi, ra. Correct, guys. Tak, bi, ra. Well done. Takbira. Yes, takbira. Okay. So give me a one in the chat if everything is clear, okay? Because we are going to do something tricky, guys. Okay? We are going to do something tricky. So make sure that you understand this. Is this clear, guys? It is takbira if you stop on it, guys. It's not clear. Okay. Some of you are saying it's not clear. Guys, if you stop on this word, then you say takbira. Okay? If this word is positioned in the middle of the sentence, then you say takbiran. Okay? So this is how you read. This is how you read. Okay, I will explain to you. For example, you say ما رأيت. You say ما رأيت أحدا. أحدا. Okay? أحدا. So here ما رأيت أحدا. Okay? Normally you would say أحدا, guys. أحدا. But now, because you stop on this, you say ما رأيت أحدا. Okay? So whenever you stop on tanween al-fath, on the fatha, the tanween that comes with two fathas. So basically, you have a fatha and you double the haraka, so you get two fathas. Whenever you have this and you stop, what do? You read the alif. Okay? So you say ما رأيت أحدا. Okay? So that's how you should understand this, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, but now, the circle, guys, is a sign for non-vowel letters. Okay, we explained this. We had a whole lesson about this. If you missed it, go to our YouTube channel, guys. Everything is recorded. Okay, guys, now something will happen here. Something will happen. Guys, you can go for the courses to my bio. Okay, go to my bio, click on the Linktree link, and it will bring you to the pre-registration form. Okay, and otherwise, contact me and send me a message through social media. Okay, guys, now we are going to do something tricky. Okay, we are going to do something tricky. How do we read this? Okay, this is tricky a little bit, so pay attention. How would we read this? I want to know it from you first. How do you think we should read this? The first one. Let's start with the first one. How do we read this one, guys? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you're some of you got it right, okay? So guys, in this case, when we stop, guys, what do? When we stop, obviously, if we carry on, we say nida'an. But when we stop, guys, then what do? We act like there is a alif there. Okay? When there is a stop, guys, we act like there is an alif. Okay? And this is an exception only with the hamza. So you read here, nida, nida'a, nida'a. You read a alif in pronunciation, although it's not written. Okay? You read a alif. So you don't say, this is also in the Quran, so you don't say nida, or you don't say nida'an when you stop. When you stop, you say nida'a. Okay, you have to read this correct. So whenever you have this word in the Quran, make sure, and you stop on it, make sure that you do what? You have to add a alif. Okay, and nowadays, when you open the Mus'haf, you would see on the side, okay, on the side, they have written this for you. Pronounce it like this with the alif. So they made a note, and a lot of masahif nowadays. Okay, so but this is how you should pronounce it. So what happens here with this one, with the hamza? Whenever you got the hamza, guys, whenever you got the hamza with two fathas, although we don't write the alif here, we don't write the alif, what do? We pronounce it when we stop. Okay, we don't write it, but we pronounce it when we stop. So you say here, nida. Okay, you read the alif. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, next one. We got here the meme and the alif. Meme, fatha, alif, ma. Okay, and then the hamza again with two two fathas. If we would stop here, how would we read this? How would we read this if we stop? Obviously, if this is in the middle of the a sentence or a ayah, we say ma'an. But at the end, how do we read this? We add another alif and we ignore the tanween. Okay, we ignore the tanween. So we read ma'a in the Quran, and normally ma'a, ma'a. And in the Quran, obviously, because of the hamza, you have to prolong. You make it longer. Ma'a. But in normal reading, you say ma'a. Okay? That's how you should read it. Although there is no alif mentioned there, what do? You pronounce it when you stop. Okay? So this is a bit tricky. Watch out. This is a bit tricky. Then we got the next one, guys. The next one. We got here the sin and the sa, mim, and the fatha and the alif. Sama. So if you would stop here, how would you read this, guys? How would you read this? If it was in the middle of the sentence or ayah, you would say sama'an. Okay, but now, what if you stop? What happens if you stop? Yes, guys, you act like there is a alif there. Okay, so you say sama'a in the Quran. Outside the Quran, sama'a. Okay, so this is how you pronounce this. This is how you pronounce this. And guys, if you had some difficulties with this exercise, make sure to go to YouTube and rewatch it. Okay, rewatch it and it will become clear. Some of you came late and didn't get the whole explanation. So go there and rewatch it, guys. Rewatch it, and inshallah ta'ala, it will give you more understanding. It will give you more understanding. Now, tomorrow, guys, same time, we will do another one. Another challenge, guys, okay? And this challenge has to do with at-ta' al-marbutah, okay? At-ta' al-marbutah. This is tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. What time do you do lives? Guys, regarding to my lessons, okay, I've set times for 2 sessions. One between 3 and 4, okay? And now the Asr time is a bit later, so 3:30 to 4:30, I have this session. And then 4:30 to 5:30 UK time I have the technical breakdown of the smaller chapters of the Quran. Okay, so these are the online sessions. A part of this, I come daily, have another stream in which I come and practice with you guys, and that's TikTok only. The other sessions between 3:30 and 5:30, those are across platforms, on Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere. Okay, on TikTok as well. So that's across platforms. But the mystery fun and learn session, I call it mystery because I will announce before I come. So the mystery lesson, fun and learn session, can be anytime. Okay, that's why it's important for you to follow and to do what? To also to hit the notification, guys. Okay, so you stay up to date. When I come, you will get a notification. And that's why also it's important, guys, that you are on Discord with us. Okay, so if you go to my bio, guys, click on my bio. There is in my bio you will find Linktree link. Okay, Linktree link. Click on that. You will see the times. Then you will see an invite to Discord, where we have our student community. Okay, Lingorabia Knowledge Hub. You have more than 200 students there. So go, inshallah ta'ala. Make sure that you take the invite, download Discord, and join us there. Okay, become a part of our student community. And also, guys, if you are interested in the 2 courses that we're going to launch after the Ramadan, you have the pre-registration form there. Okay, so make sure that you fill this out. The programs are as following. We got a Arabic mastery program in which you, within 2 years, you will become fluent like an Arab in the Arabic language. Okay, so you will be able to speak, to do conversations. You will have vocabulary. It is highly focused on vocabulary and on speaking. But we will do also things like the conversation of the Quran. Okay, a lot of fun activities. Okay, a lot of lessons. You will have coaching. Okay, for myself. So these kind of things, guys, is available, inshallah ta'ala. This course will be available after the Ramadan. Imagine after 2 years you enter at Taraweeh 2027 and you understand what's being recited. Okay, so it's a life-changing program. That's the one. The second one is the Quran Mastery, the Quran Mastery program, in which you become a master in recitation within 2 years. Okay, so you start with zero. Both programs you start with zero knowledge and you end up advanced. Okay, so you will become master in recitation within 2 years. You will have multiple live sessions, one-to-one sessions with certified teachers who will help you out, inshallah ta'ala. And you will have a whole platform with both. You will have a whole platform which is meant to give you support. So guys, if you're interested in those, go again to my bio, Linktree link, click on it. You will find a pre-registration form. Make sure that you fill this out, the form, so you will get notified before everybody else, because there are limited spaces. And if we have enough students who have pre-registered, we won't announce it even on social media. Okay, we just going to start with the course. So that's the announcements, guys. These are the announcements. And let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, the courses are online, guys. The courses are online, so you can follow it from everywhere. And it is catered, guys. It's catered to your situation, so you can combine it with your work, with your study, and all the other activities. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. Do you have recap the previous lessons in the beginning upon every new lesson? Yes, guys. Was every session is recorded. Also this one. So you will be able to go on YouTube and rewatch it. Okay, so all lessons are pre-recorded, guys. Or not pre-recorded, or recorded. I'm sorry. So all lessons are recorded. All live sessions are recorded. And you can find this on my YouTube channel, guys. The explanation of Lingorabia's Ultimate Guide to Reading and Writing, you will find it there. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. All of you. Salam from Holland. The lowlands. Lowlanders here. We got lowlanders. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. It doesn't matter what anybody says. We love our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Peace be upon him. We don't care about your opinion. Okay, guys, this was our session. This was our session. So inshallah ta'ala, see you tomorrow for the next challenge. And I will restart and I will be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, I will be back inshallah ta'ala with a technical breakdown of the smaller chapters of the Quran. Okay, you don't want to miss that lesson, inshallah. So stay with us. Jazakallahu khairan wa barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.